just may have the biggest election upset in the history of this country. We finally have a viable third-party candidate, and that is... Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to comment on it or opine on it. I am just supposed to report the facts, and the fact is we now have a third-party candidate, just announced his candidacy yesterday, and that is Dr. Frankenstein.
What? You serious?
Frankenstein, Frankie.
Oh,
we're just going to call him Frankie from now on. And we've got a couple of interesting perspectives on this. Marissa, what is trending on Twitter about Frankie these days?
Well, I don't like to brag or anything, but I have noticed that Dr. Frankie has announced that his position on solving the U.S.'s economic issues is for everyone to bust out their Ouija board and start conjuring people back from the dead. Now, this may seem a little odd because, well, it's cold outside, but he feels that if corpses were to come back to life, they would all start paying taxes, federal and state. And this would solve our economic problems of 2020. Now, my question, via Twitter, of course, and social media was, won't they eat our brains? And he said, well, hell, we're not using them. And that's a quote. Back to you, Sherelle.
That's some very interesting commentary from the Twitterverse. But corpses coming back to pay taxes, that sets an interesting historical precedent. I believe this happened once before.
Sherelle, I found that interesting too, considering that many of them didn't pay taxes when they were alive, and they will be audited before allowed to resume work.
Oh yes, judging the quick and the dead. Happens sometimes.
It's only fair.
It is. But yes, that does set an interesting historical precedent, and we've got a history expert here. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about if this has happened before, and if so, what tends to happen when corpses start running the country?
Well, in 1752, Paul Bunyan ran for president. Ooh. And at that point, there were zombies. And they didn't pay a dime. So I don't know if that tells you anything.
Zombies not paying a dime. Was the general public generally upset about this?
Well, not really, because I mean they were dead and their accounts have been closed. So how are they supposed to pay?
Oh, so no one really noticed then?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's very.
There was a farmer out in Iowa that actually noticed zombies. And nobody believed him.
Oh, that sounds like some very interesting repercussions. And I'm guessing that people in 1751, if they had social media, would have said some very interesting things and posted some very interesting Instagram photos on it. But since they didn't, we've got another delightful expert here.
They didn't even have their own cameras back then. So what are you talking about?
Oh, yes, I guess that would have stopped them posting on Instagram, but they could have just asked for one from the local time travelers. But yes, we've got another expert here who's just been waiting to speak. Sir, could you give us your perspective on this?
I'm over here in Transylvania, where Dr. Frankenstein is from. And over here, the burning question is, who is he going to appoint to his cabinet? Will it be Black and Decker, or maybe even Frau Blucher? Nay! Or there's also a rumor that Inga slept with Igor, and Inga being Frankenstein's main squeeze. It's kind of a scandal over here that things are going on, and it's just a struggle. But then we also heard from across the country, and there a man in all I can say is he's in a transvestite costume. Dr. Frankenfurter is very pissed off because he thought he was the one that won the presidency.
Oh. Yes, and this could lead to a very interesting three-way civil war, possibly.
The difficulty is endless. It could be the next world war. Now when he heard, when Dr. Frankenstein heard this, he texted Frankenfurter and said, "Why don't you just shut up, man?" Because he didn't think that Frankenfurter should be worried about this. He's the new president.
So if Dr. Frankie does not win the election, do you believe that he will try to take his position by force by giving everybody bolts in their necks?
I don't think he would do that. And, where would he get the ammunition? I mean, only the United States is making the best ammunition. And in Transylvania, they're working still with, like dart guns. It's just terrible over there. So, I think Dr. Frankenstein would probably go back to being a mad scientist and marry Abby Normal.
That makes sense, and I take it that, what was his name? Count Dracula and his followers aren't too pleased about his presence there. It's competition for most interesting Halloween monster with an election year going on as well.
Well, the Frankenstein monster is so huge. He's huge. And that darn, all they'll do is just get out a cross and some garlic and that Transylvanian doctor guy will go away. Because, Frankenstein knows how to handle him.
And have we heard anything have there been any interesting social media posts from Count Dracula's account recently?
Frankly, Sherelle, I need to back up for a moment because I heard what Mark said, and Mark, I need to address this. You made the accusation of hanky-panky. Okay. Frankly, she has addressed this issue because supposedly it happened back in 1752, as our historian will confirm. But she has addressed this on Instagram saying that willies are the first to decompose. Therefore, this never happened. So your optimism, I appreciate it, but it has been addressed. Therefore, as far as Dracula, he's not fond of the zombies, but says there will be enough food for all the vampires.
But the decomposed Willie was Dr. Frankenstein the first, and he was Frau Blucher's boyfriend.
Well, they don't recognize any true gender or orientation because that would be politically incorrect. Even in 1752, let's be honest, they just didn't talk about it. There were accusations of him groping ankles, trying on shoes. It's a little scandalous, but we've moved on to maybe helping women shave their armpits. I don't want to be vulgar, so we won't get into that. But he's moved on. He denies all accusations, saying that he does nothing of the sort. This is all over his MySpace page. So, again, but so is he.
Still using MySpace?
Science says he's a liar.
Well,
scientists in China have said he's a liar.
I think our historical expert wants to weigh in on this.
Nobody uses MySpace anymore, so whatever. But that brings up an important point, though, that Count Dracula in 1252 he knew Dr. Frankenstein.
No. I'm sorry. I have to intervene. He sent out many owls with scrolls who returned to confirm receipt that he did not know Dr. Frankie personally. I hate to call you out, but it had to be said. He did not know him personally. The owls confirmed.
Who's got the PhD here, huh? Who's got the PhD?
I've got a witness over here that said that he not only knew him personally, he knew him biblically.
Well, that definitely
that.
brings out another layer to things.
That is a distinct possibility because they actually spent many nights together.
Vampires don't know what biblically means. They melt.
They know. They just manipulate the heck out of it. They tell lies all the time. It's what they live to do.
And then they melt in sunlight. Have you not seen that on Instagram? It's ugly.
Well, they don't go in the sun very often. They know better.
Well, someone had a very interesting TikTok video of a vampire melting, but we are out of time for tonight because we all have to go and decide exactly which monster to vote for.
Are you sure that wasn't Frosty the Snowman that melted?
Insane.
It was definitely Frosty. He ran for office. He'll be running for office in 2024.
His plan totally melted.
When Fimble Winter takes off and we don't have any warm temperatures anymore, Cheryl, is that what you're saying?
Yep. That is exactly what I'm saying.
That hat, man.
As our parents used to say, when HE double toothpicks freezes over. My mom was Italian. She didn't use such delicate language. So.
Where's my parents ever said it was crap, so.
I don't think
We
mine
weren't
would
even
said
allowed
that.
to fart in my house.
Oh, the things I could tell you. And we'll do this offline. I don't want to turn this into an RRR rated show. So we're going to do another game.
What was a dirty word?
What?
What the hell? What a heel?
Dirty word.
Dirty word, yeah. He said a dirty word. He said a dirty word. How many Young Frankenstein references did you throw in, Mark? 5?
Oh, I was in the play, so I
I need to watch Young Frankenstein now.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It was the perfect thing for me to be the historian, or not that, but the reporter.
Sherelle's never seen Young Frankenstein?
Believe it or not, I haven't. There's a lot I should have seen that I haven't.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a Zoom meeting where we broadcast it and we can all watch it with Sherelle.
Yeah, we'll work it out. In the interim,
Reactions in real
moving
time.
right along, game number 5 is 3 of a kind. And in this scene, we have Mark, John, and the lovely Miss Marissa. It worked very well. They've done this scene together before, and we want to keep the chemistry flowing, the magic hot, no pressure. So, I forgot I wrote that. The way, and I'm giving it to the 3 biggest hams. The way this scene works is that
That's how I look.
are together and they enact a scene. And throughout the scene, they start as whatever normalcy they want to deal with. And all of a sudden they're in a different scene. No, they have to use characters. You know what? Let's just play the dang thing and you'll figure it out. So I will call out a movie or an accent and they all have to do that poorly or not so great or excellent, whichever way they want to do it.
Uh-oh.
I'm using that as an excuse because John only does like one accent. So, 3 of a kind.
He tries.
Marissa, Mark, and John. The 3 of you are backstage at an awards ceremony. And Marissa, take it away.
All right, guys, we all decided I have the biggest boobs, therefore I win, right?
Are you sure about that?
Measure.
We got 2 big guys here. We may match you.
Yeah.
No, we voted. We all whipped our.
Well,
you said.
How big do you think that is?
If I
Just tell me.
showed you mine were the biggest, so I win. Duh.
So what kind of award ceremony is this? Is this like a Girls Gone Wild sort of thing or what?
I don't remember that. It's just like you get like a trophy, and
Yeah.
they said they'll put your name on it later, but like whatever that means. I just want it on my mantle.
I see. Well, so now this award ceremony, we've got to make sure, since we're presenting this next one, that we know how we're going to say things. Who's going to say what? So, John, what would you like to do? Do you want to introduce the awards as far as all the different people that were up for it?
I don't do well with names.
Oh, it's easy to remember. It's easy to remember my name. It's gonna look really weird if I give the award to myself. So I'd kind of prefer if
You're not up for this award.
I thought I was.
No, this is Best Picture, not Best Boobs.
All right,
Well-
you're. Oh, this isn't going to work. This is going to work. You're in a science fiction.
Science fiction.
Yeah, your strong suit.
We have to take samples to determine who wins Best Picture.
And how do we take those samples? Anal probe?
Samples. We more samples. We need many samples.
Yes. Yes, I know robotics, but our samples, we need to get, and you can analyze them. It is your thing to analyze them. We'll take
Analyze.
swabs, and then we stick the swabs in your mouth, and you can tell us what the composition is.
Oh, swabs from your ass ain't going in my mouth. Fool me once.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying.
Robotics has got
John,
some
John, is that
software.
my
Yeah.
assistant?
No. Nobody said anything about ass swabs.
No, you said it tickled last time. It's okay. But we're gonna swab the contestants.
Right.
We have to find out if they've been swabbed before.
Okay, stop. Oh, Lordy. You're a cooking show.
You add the eggs. Then you add the flour. Then you whisk it all to the heavens.
What's a whisk?
I have no idea.
Oh, you're just
I
making this
just
up.
put on this lovely apron and tell you what to do.
I win, right?
I always make some
I
pasta
win.
for somebody wearing only an apron.
Oh, then add a spoonful of sugar.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, sugar kind of made it taste better.
Okay,
Friction.
film noir.
The what?
Film noir.
I didn't do it. I tell you, I did not do it.
Or did ya?
No.
It was
Sure.
hot. So hot that my suit was my own personal sauna. And so, as we moved ahead with our cooking, I actually ended up going to the refrigerator and climbing in because I was hot.
Soup in the fridge, huh? That's gross. You hear what I'm saying? That's gross.
Not as gross as standing next to him.
Why'd you say
He does have an odor.
you wanted to see what was going on? See?
Okay,
See?
switch your characters from Princess Bride.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I won't get in the fridge. I've got to wait for my one true love.
As you wish.
He's coming for me,
You know,
Whether I'm in the fridge or the soup, he'll know where to find me.
and as we're in this award show, the masks are the in thing now. Everybody's going to be wearing masks.
I'm not going to win? Inconceivable!
No, it's not inconceivable. I may cover my face. You may call me ugly. Say I'm tainted with COVID, but my true love will find me. Because he's been social distancing.
Anybody want a peanut?
P what?
Okay, stop. You're in a Western. I just broke the antenna off my computer. I still have connection. Go on. You're in a Western.
Now this award
I gotta fix this.
Here, we need to figure out who's going to win the best shot contest. Now,
Best
again, we're the judges.
You can't even see straight. How y'all gonna pick the best shot if you can't even see it?
We don't need to see. We
Oh.
don't.
This is my
mean
best shot.
a whiskey.
I knew that was what you'd be doing. Yeah, you're
Oh,
kind of a rush
obvious.
there, Mr.
Oh,
Jones.
that wasn't the best one. This is the best shot.
You're gonna keep trying until you find the right one, aren't you?
All right.
Keep trying.
John
You keep trying, boy.
Last time he did all those shots, he went home with the bartender. All right, we all heard that walk of shame.
The bartender was kind of a giant derelict guy. I mean, kind of what John would probably go for, I guess.
He was
Okay.
burnt, but
I don't remember that.
Speaking of drinks and burly guys, last one, Rocky Horror.
You're just a sweet transvestite that wants to figure out who won the award and looks best in pasties. Oh, I love it when it revs.
Oh, it's lovely.
John, stop it. You won last year for your teddy. Quit trying to cheat.
Let's do the time warp again.
I think that's the Macarena, Leo.
What?
I think that's the Macarena.
Well, I don't know the actual time warp thing.
No, you do. We went over it in your leotard when you were practicing wearing your teddy and your
And I really should have worn a dance belt.
I've got no neck.
Tell me I needed a dance belt.
It was like Kinky Dancing with the Stars. Remember, we made you win the award.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what it was about. All right, well.
We did not spend 8 hours in front of that mirror for
I just
nothing.
felt like it was hanging out all over.
Well, yeah.
Okay, end scene. On a related note, Mark, I can teach you how to play time warp. I know it on the guitar.
Ooh, I think that's an invite.
Oh, my stomach actually hurt on that one. That was really good. Okay. That means I have to replace the hat because it's the last game. The quickies. All right. I have a list of thingies here. All right. The thingies, I do. I have a list of them, a group of, I have, hang on.
I hope mine made the list.
Everyone had their hats on. I grabbed two I didn't know, and I realized this wouldn't fit. So this was my son's when he started rollerblading, and what the heck was he doing? Snowboarding. He was snowboarding.
Oh, look.
Well, good on you.
Yeah. Stop! Big head. All right, I have to wear this for the assaulting humor that you guys people do. All right, the quickies, round number 1. Dramatic pause. Things you can say about your dinner, but not your significant other. Things you can say about your dinner, but not your significant other.
Oh, this is raw.
M.A.?
Hot and spicy.
John?
That tasted good.
Mark?
That's just a little too fatty.
M.A.?
I don't think I can eat the whole thing.
Marissa?
Oh, this is not what I ordered.
Sherelle?
That was way overdone.
John?
Yeah, I'm gonna save the rest for tomorrow.
Marissa?
Can you take this back?
You took mine.
Did she really? Nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. All right. Oh, almost on the same vein. Well, at least in our humor. Things you can say to a toddler and a drunk. Things you could say to a toddler and a drunk. All right, go ahead, M.A.
Get up off the floor.
Marissa?
Let's aim for the big potty.
Mark?
Here's your bottle.
M.A.?
No, you can't sleep in the bathtub.
There's a story there. Marissa?
Do you need me to help you again?
John?
Your mom is calling you.
Sherelle?
If you don't stop crying this instant, we're going home.
Marissa?
But if you pee in your pants, you'll get an itchy butt.
John, you stole John's.
Close. I was going to go
MA?
with bed, but whatever.
MA?
Step. And then take another step. And then take another step. Good.
John?
No, you can't drive.
Marissa?
Let's get you in the car.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Marissa. Sorry, Murph is talking to me. Yes, MA.
Will you just lay down and take a nap?
Okay. And this is. Oh, did someone make a poopy? Marissa?
You sure look pretty right now. Who looks pretty? You look pretty.
Sherelle?
Don't say that in public. It's not nice.
Oh, I got one. Use your words. Come on, use your words. MA.
Oh, dang, you spit up all over your shirt.
Again. All right. No, I won't carry you to the car. All right. Weird opening statements to the judge and jury. Weird opening statements to the judge and jury. Judge and jury. I made a tongue twister for myself and didn't know it. Yes, MA.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you like my outfit? Is it good? Great. Yeah. I look good.
Marissa.
Before we begin, I want you all to know I am willing to see any one of you outside of this courtroom. Like for fun.
John.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, just because my client is clearly guilty. Hold on.
Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, oh, look, a squirrel.
Marissa.
So if we were to say I was guilty, but like I admitted it, would that be bad? Or should I like stick with my lawyer in the not guilty thing?
John.
Your Honor, I did not know I had to take the bar exam. My apologies.
I got one. Dear bloated warthog behind the bench and all you cretins. Did I mention I was divorced? Never mind. Mark.
You get a new car. You get a new car. Judge, you get a new car.
Marissa.
Your Honor, I think the jury will agree with me when I say that robe looks incredibly flattering on you. Right?
MA.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hope that you will see after we have presented our evidence that the unicorn did it.
John.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you will all look under your chairs, I believe you will find a little envelope.
Marissa.
You've been punked.
Yes, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the judge isn't wearing anything under those robes.
I got one. Your Honor, and whoever the heck the rest of you jerk bags are. Did I steal yours, MA? Oh shit, I just spilled in my hat.
I'm the one with the drunk jokes.
Okay. All right, we got to wrap it up pretty quick. All right, Marissa.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you look at my client right now, You won't see anything because he's invisible.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, the guilty. My client is guilty. Oh, the other side. Of performing his duty, and he didn't. Right. Okay. I think that's it. It's darn near 8 o'clock, and I got a note from the producer, our beloved producer, telling us we had to wrap it up pretty quick. So here we are. I want to thank you all for joining us online, and I especially want to extend my gratitude to the lovely people I have with me today, Miss M.A. Dorfler, Miss Sherelle Renee Childs, Mr. Mark Olson, Miss Marissa Thomas, and Mr. John Bickford. On behalf of all of us and our redoubtable producer, Mr. Steve Murphy, remember to laugh at something before it laughs at you. Thanks and good night.